If you make it to the end of this video, you'll never have terrible camera footage again. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. Guarantee. Unless you don't, and then you do have terrible footage after that. Either way it goes, it's gonna be a good video. We're gonna show you how to make this look golden. But first, how do you know Will Smith was walking through the snow? Follow the Fresh Prince intro. Y'all, that was funny. That was funny. And this is gonna be every video. Unless it's a mad revolt and y'all like, don't ever do that again. And then we'll probably stop. But even if we don't, you know what? Doesn't matter. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Everyday Dreamer, where this is the channel that helps you get from your... What's this channel for? Let me read it again. This channel is for the Everyday Dreamer, helping you get from start to finish. Let me paint the picture for you. Quarantine, I need to start a YouTube channel. I'm going live on Facebook and Instagram, and I don't have $1 million camera. I don't have $1 million lens. I don't have lights. I don't have any of this stuff. All I have is my phone. How do I make my footage the best? I know you didn't come on this video to hear my witty humor, to see my terrible quarantine haircut, and to listen to me make bad dad jokes. That's cool. You want to know how to make your footage look amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5 good... That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5 good tips to make your camera on this thing right here look absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this camera off. I'm going to put this camera on, and the rest of this video is going to be shot on this phone. I guess we can do a cool transition, maybe something like this. Okay, now we're shooting on my phone. This is what we were shooting on, and now we're not shooting on this anymore. We're on the phone. Tip number 1, do not shoot. Whatever you do not shoot in portrait mode. Simple enough, right? What's portrait mode? Portrait mode is like you're holding the phone up, like you're normally holding it, talking on the phone, which like you're scrolling through Instagram, like you're scrolling through Facebook, that whole thing, which it's very normal to do because we're so used to holding the phone like this. The only problem is, you see these 2 little whack bars to the left and right? That's what it comes out as. That's what, when you upload the video, that you don't shoot in portrait mode. Just don't shoot in portrait mode. The first way to let people know that you're shooting on your phone is to shoot in portrait mode. Don't shoot in portrait mode. Tip number 2. Now, this is where I see people do all the time, and it's hilarious. And it's hilarious not because I'm laughing at you. I really am. Not that I'm really laughing at you, is that we've all done it, and until somebody tells you not to do this, everybody does it. What it is that you look at the screen instead of looking at the camera. So when you look at the screen, it actually looks like this. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? And when I was telling them what, and then they was like whoop de whoop, and I was like, okay, so boom. So you don't look at the screen, you look at the lens. Right now, this is my phone. I'm not looking at the screen, I'm looking at the lens. And when I'm looking at the lens, I'm looking at this little corner right here. It actually looks like that I'm talking to you. And that's just good manners, right? Like when somebody's talking to you, you want them to make eye contact. Imagine if you were talking to your friends and then they were like, yeah, bro, I completely understand. Like it's, it's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right, dude. Look at me, you gonna make it. But you're like, bro, you're not looking at me. You know what I mean? So don't look at the screen. I got something in my eye. No, that's just me, man. Maybe you should look at the screen. Okay, that's a little bonus tip. Y'all should look and clean yourself before. And I got stuff in my beard too. Oh no, that's just light. It's just like I'm about to say, boy. Don't look at your screen. Look at your viewfinder. Tip number 3, clean up around your area. When I was shooting with my handy dandy boom right here, I love this lens, by the way. 1835 1.8 aperture, beautiful zoom lens, internal zoom. Burl does it. It's just beautiful, man. So said all that to say that I can tighten up the shot as much as I want to. I don't want to get into the technical stuff of it, but I can blur out the background. So what you saw at the beginning, that was on this camera, blur it out, it was all good. So you just saw me, and then you saw just a little bit of the background. You couldn't see my fresh plaques on the wall, all that stuff. You can see my my crossing certificate from Alpha Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, 1906. I just kicked the camera. You got to make sure that all of this area is clean. Like I'm at my desk right now, and I got tripod out, water, adding mouse, add the keyboard, feel light, iPad. Like you got all of this stuff out, and it's distracting because you're trying to tell people, say you're inspirational, and you're like, listen, you can make it. You don't let the haters see you sweating. Don't let the drivers run you off the road, and you're saying all your inspirational stuff, but all people can focus on is, man, I wonder what that sticky note says. Just take the time and clean up around your area. Like, look. Okay, I'm not gonna get rid of this. My daughter wrote that. Mommy is so sweet. You can't get rid of that. You take the time to move that stuff so people aren't distracted by what's going on back here, and people can just pay attention to you. We knocking these out, ain't we? Buckle up. This is where it gets good. Shoot. Let me back up. So on your camera, iPhone didn't do this for a long time. Now they do this. You get the option to shoot in what you see, an FPS. That stands for frame per second. What that means, it doesn't matter what it means. If you want that cinematic look like you see all your favorite YouTubers shoot in, like when you see amazing B-roll like this, when you see stuff like that, it's shot in 24 frames per second, or FPS. That's that cinematic look where it's just good. It's just good. So what most people do, and this is where it kind of separates you even more. Don't shoot in 30. Definitely don't shoot in 60. Shoot in 24 frames per second. You're gonna thank me. So the way that you do it is, if you don't have a lot of memory, shoot in HD. If you do got a lot of memory, shoot in 4K. Why not? But what's important is shoot in 24 FPS. Don't listen to anybody else. They're lying. Boom, that was a good point. Next tip, buy an external microphone. And you know what? You say, I don't got the money to buy an external microphone. You know what they used to say in church? Yeah, you know these kids got offered money. They wear these new Jordans every week on their feet. But like the logic of that doesn't work, because the Jordans at the time, it was like $100. And you saved up 6 months for $100. So it's not like you have $100 every week, but I get it. You know, you're trying to get offered. Here's the hack that's gonna make you be amazing right now. What your external mic is, these bad boys right here. Use some AirPods. I know you got them. Don't trip. You got them. If you don't have them, use these. Just put one in your ear and just talk. I'm gonna show you what the difference, what it sounds like with an actual mic. All right, look at this. You can't even tell that. Well, maybe you should grow a big beard, but theoretically, basically, you can't even really tell that I got it on. But listen to the difference of how it sounds. See how the voice sounds a lot closer? Hey, real quick, this is me from the future. So it may have sounded like nothing changed, but I was just talking in a regular voice and it sounded like everything was normal. So they make a huge difference. All right, go back to past me. You don't catch all the ambient noise around. This is gold. This is absolutely gold. So like when you're doing your videos, when you're doing your lives, when you're doing stuff like that, put your AirPods in, just put them in and talk regular and watch this. This is the cool part. Cool part is that you don't gotta be so close. Now look, I can do this. I can run around. I can, I see you, there you go. You can come back, boom, here you go again. And now you're talking again. And the sound quality never changes. Get an external, listen, use these. It's gonna change your life. Get an external mic. Should I keep this in? I'll keep it in. If y'all been riding out this long, guess what? It's bonus tip time. Hey, before I give you this bonus tip, did I tell you to subscribe? Stop what you're doing right now, pause it, hit the red button. It says subscribe, do that. Hit like, because you made it this far, so you might as well hit like. Lock in your exposures. Right before you record, there's a little box that follows your face, and it's auto tracking your face. If you hold that box, you'll see an AEAF. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think I'm right. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. If I'm right, give me high five in the comment section. Please, I'm begging y'all, please hit like. These videos take a lot of work. Hit like. What are we talking about? Bonus tip. So you see the yellow square around your face. So what that is, that's autofocus. Hold that, you'll see a little sunshine. Watch what happens when you move the sunshine. Look at that. Look at that. The exposure is going up. If you hold it down, exposure goes down. Look at this. If you hold it, if you go up, look what happens. If you go down, look what happens. So if you like this whole cinematic look thing that's going on, where I got the shadows, I got light coming in, I got this side is a little bit shadowy, it calls the face out a little bit, makes me look mysterious. Like if you put a hood on, if you like that cinematic look, then bring the exposure down and make sure you get it to where you want it. And then you hold it there and then boom, you're shooting videos and it looks great. As opposed to if you just hit record, it looks like this. And I mean, it's not bad, but I personally think that looks a little bit better. Bonus tip number 2, and this is probably the most important. Make sure that you have enough storage for all of your video, because if you shoot this video and you're killing it, if you're a motivational speaker, you're all passionate and you're into it and you're giving them the business. Like if you're a comedian and you got a knee slapping humor and you did all of that stuff, it's hard to recapture those moments once you do those takes. And imagine if you did all of that and it stopped recording because you ran out of space. Oh. And then you're so discouraged because you don't want to put all the energy in again. And then you quit doing YouTube, and then you gain a lot of weight, and then you look back a year later and you're all regretful because you quit. Because all of that happened because you didn't have enough space for the video. And as long as you're still editing it, don't erase it. And when you're done and it's out into the world, for people to hit that thumbs up or hit that thumbs down or scroll past or whatever they do, once it's out there in the world for consumption, then you can erase it. So that's it. You got exactly what you need to get started. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. You think that you need this. You don't need this. You should get this, but you don't need that. What you need is to start. So whatever your dream is, if it's writing music, writing a book, writing a play, starting a business, if it's doing a t-shirt company, making muffins, making puppets, making the COVID-19 mask, doing mobile haircuts, you should probably hold off on that. Whatever your dream is, you have exactly what you need right now to start. The issue is that everybody wants to start being a finished product. You can't start being a finished product. It's a beauty to start and to grow and to make mistakes and to learn and to do it again better and to make mistakes and to learn and to do it again better. That's the journey of it. So stop making excuses, y'all. You got your phone, you got your voice. It's time to start. Hey, we made it. Another video. So once again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be cranking these things out. Until then, I want you to stop what you're doing and start. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is my phone. It's a different way. So